Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another week of daily energy draws. There is a lot going on energetically, especially within this collective. So we're going to have a sacred union and or ascension energy update. We'll see which one comes through with some channeled messages and some downloads that I had received on the channel this week. So make sure that you stay tuned. I'm hoping to have that up Monday or Tuesday. I also want to let you guys know that I have made light language transmission public on my YouTube channel. You might have seen it. My light language transmissions are now on the Patreon under Tier 2. Remember, if you sign up for Tier 2, then you also get everything in Tier 1, which is all the exclusive pick-up piles, romance readings, things like that I do for the Patreon readers or subscribers. But I felt really called because we are collectively going through a massive clearing of inner child healing. So I felt really called to make that public. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure that you check it out. Let me know how that resonates with you. And if it doesn't, that's perfectly fine. There are a lot of us who are going through that inner child healing for ourselves or for the collective. I'm hearing also, and for the collective. It's all part of it. It's all one. So give that a listen if you feel called to. There's also one that I am posting today, Monday, that is going to be releasing negative attachments. This is either negative attachment that you have with a person, a situation, a mindset, or negative entities that are just kind of draining your energy. So this is meant to really clear out any of that negative energy and uplift you into higher vibration. So make sure that you're checking that out over on the Patreon. But the first one, the Inner Child Healing, is public here on the channel. Okay, so we're going to start. I felt called to the Sacred Rebels deck. So we're going to start with this today and see what is going on. What does Spirit have to say for us for Monday? It's almost the end of January. Remember, take the readings as it resonates for you. They're all timeless. Even though they have a timestamp, that's just for organizational purposes. We have an entire playlist here on the channel, and I want to give a shout out. I'm so sorry, I don't remember your name when I'm channeling, but somebody mentioned that they were drawn to reading a daily energy draw from June, and I think that is so amazing because, again, these readings really are meant to be timeless, and you are meant to be drawn to the ones because there are messages there for you, so you're meant to be drawn to the ones that you're drawn to. So I think that is really, really amazing. There's a lot that I'm personally continuing to be drawn to. I tend to, they bring it to mind, they bring the titles to mind, and I go back and I look and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's resonating for me now, even though it was 6 months ago. There are certain messages that I need to kind of recalibrate my own energy, and those daily energy draws really help me to center myself and recalibrate, rebalance that energy within, based on the messages that I received back then. So again, timeless. Take them how and when they resonate for you. Okay. What do you have to say for us today? I'm just reading. I'm getting called to, you see this? It says, guidance for living a unique and authentic life. And they're bringing through the energy of embodiment. As we rise into higher and higher levels of consciousness, we're really being called to embody their authentic self. Okay, so what does that mean? They're saying that actually means your truth, your love, your light. It means stepping into the higher heart, not worried about taking that bird's eye perspective, taking that higher perspective, the soul's perspective, not getting sucked into the drama, not getting sucked into the conflict, the chaos, not getting sucked into the illusion of the 3D. And what's interesting about this is that in the next light language transmission, the releasing negative attachments, they did a third eye clearing because the illusion is very, very heavy at this time. And in order to raise into consciousness, into higher consciousness, higher levels of consciousness, in order to clear out that duality programming and remember unity consciousness, that we are all one, that we all energetically connected through source energy, having our own experiences, yes, being unique as far as our human structure, yes, as far as our human life experiences, yes, but we're all connected. That is what unity consciousness is. And so as we rise into higher and higher levels of consciousness, we're being called to be our true authentic selves, not worrying about what other people think, not worrying about what other people are doing. Focus on your path, your responsibility for you. Yes, we might be called to be responsible on the physical plane for others, but we cannot neglect the self. We cannot neglect our own truth, our own light, our own heart and love. Okay, so wow, this is a really powerful day of channeling, I guess. All right, let's see. Spirit, what do you have to say for us for Monday? We have conscious connections on the bottom of the deck, and visions of life beyond death. And we have the number 44, and I feel like, okay, so I feel like with this conscious connections, this is many of you opening up your third eye even more, opening up your crown, connecting even more to source and to the spirit realm. This is your guides, this is galactic council, archangels, your ascended masters. This is whoever it is that you connect to, whoever you feel drawn to. This is that connection that is deepening, knowing that not just beyond death, but death is just the illusion. It's understanding that everything is consciousness. Energy is consciousness. And the more we peek behind that veil, the more that veil kind of draws apart, so that we see that everything, that there is life in death, that there is death in life, that is just a cycle that we play out here, that our physical bodies might die, but that consciousness is eternal. And it's not even, they're saying, okay, bring it back to the beginning. It's not even about death, so to speak. So remove that. It is seeing beyond the illusion, seeing beyond the veil, understanding that when you connect more fully to yourself, when you connect more fully to source, God, the universe, whatever it is that you want to call the pure divine light, that pure divine source energy, when you connect to your spirit team, you are bridging the divide. And our programming right here, right now, in this matrix, so to speak, in the third dimensional reality, they had this programming, this duality program, where there was a division between life and death. And death was like the finality, death was like the end of it. But what we're remembering as we ascend, as we wake up, is that death is the illusion. It might be the death of the body, but even that is changing as we ascend, as we become more light. We are learning how to bridge even that, living longer, living better, living in higher consciousness. And what they also said was, it's because of the death of the ego. The ego is no longer necessary. We're learning how to integrate the ego, learning how to quiet the ego, so that we remember that we are soul. Soul is rising. Ego is that loud, loud voice that likes to bargain, that likes to negotiate, that likes to shout, that likes to say, yeah, but what if? That likes to doubt, that likes to fear. But soul is that still soft whisper. It's that rising within you that says, there is more to this. There is more to me. That is true awakening. And I feel like it's so interesting that, because you guys have really ascended, you guys who are subscribed on the channel, who have been subscribed on the channel, you have really ascended. You're really awake. You really understand this. And so I feel like there might be some newcomers, some people who are just recognizing that they're going through an awakening, who are just recognizing that they're on the ascension journey. So to you guys, I say welcome, but I feel like this message really is for you, because this is really an understanding that there is more. There is more than the physical world. There is a quantum reality now. And we're remembering that, we're waking up to that, we're understanding that, and science is beginning to prove that. There is more to our physical world, and that's what this is. You're beginning to understand this, whether you've been here for a while, whether you've been awake for a while, ascended for a while or not. You are connecting more fully, connecting more deeply, understanding this more deeply. The illusion is disintegrating, it's disappearing, it's fading, so that only the truth of wisdom and higher guidance and spiritual is coming forth. So you're making the connection, your connection to yourself, connecting to yourself, you're connecting to your masters, your guides, your angels, your spirit team, you're connecting to source directly, and you're remembering that there is more. There is more. There is so much more. Okay, you guys. Don't know what that was about, but I hope it resonated for somebody. I'm sending you guys so much love, so much light, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.